Welcome to Pelo Buddy TV, your unofficial resource for everything Peloton. By the community, for the community. Here are your hosts, Mark O'Rourke in the UK and Amanda Siegel in the US.
Pelo Buddy is back with another new and special breaking news item, and it's all about this.
Welcome to your 30-minute full body strength. Way to show up, Peloton. Drive up. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Max output right now.
Let's rise, Peloton. Spine is nice and neutral. Come on.
Peloton officially announced today the new premium version of their bike, known as the Bike Plus, and the new lower-cost Tread.
The Bike Plus will be released for sale on September the 9th, 2020. The new premium Bike Plus will cost $2,495. The original bike will remain available for sale and drop in price to $1,895.
Here are some of the known upgrades that the premium Bike Plus will have over the original bike.
Mark, the new bike will have a 23.8-inch rotating video screen. I know for so many of us, this is going to be the major attraction of the new bike, being able to do boot camp workouts, and we'll talk about that in a minute. It's also going to have improved speakers. And for a lot of folks, that's been something that I know has been somewhat bothersome. The best part about it, Mark, is the one-touch gym kit integration for Apple Watches. I know that I'm a big Apple Watch person, and that had been something that was really frustrating for me. I would have to set my watch to do a bike workout because it wasn't integrated with the bike. So I think having that on the new bike is going to be fantastic.
I totally agree, Amanda. And you know, one of the most exciting features that they're introducing for me is the new auto follow digital resistance system. It's an optional feature to automatically change resistance based on what the instructors say. And I think that's going to be amazing. Also, we have got the option of switching that off, Amanda, but for me, I think I'm gonna go with that initially and see how I get on. Also interesting, there's going to be adjustment levers for bike positioning, changed to knobs, which will be different. One feature that previously rumored was the ability for the bike's handlebars to have a fore and aft adjustment. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to have occurred on this occasion. But Amanda, something else I think you want to mention? You know,
I'm strong, but sometimes I would find it really hard to manipulate the bike, up and down if I needed to move it. So that I think is a fantastic another new feature.
Yeah.
Yes, Mark. Peloton also confirmed that bike-based boot camps will be coming to the new bike starting September 15th. And those will feature Jess Sims, Robin Arzon, and Cody Rigsby. So I think that that's going to be a fantastic another addition.
I'm looking forward to that.
Amazing.
I'm looking forward to it. Do you know why? Because you can swivel the screen round, and you can carry on with those boot camps, and you do all sorts, and it's going to be a huge feature, I think.
I think so too, but I think what they're going to do though is try and integrate a boot camp on the bike as well, so that not only will you be doing kind of a ride, but maybe it's going to include arms. I mean, we're just speculating, but it's going to be exciting to find out. We just have just a week to go before we can find out.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, Mark, I think the chatter amongst everybody right now is, the price difference and the two different options of the bike. Peloton has stated, though, that they will offer a trade-in program for those of us wanting to upgrade from the original bike to the new Bike Plus. I have to tell you, being the Peloton junkie that I am, Mark, I am no question going to be able to do that. Unfortunately, though, for you guys in the UK, that is not an option that is going to be available yet. I'm sure that if they get enough pushback, that may be something that will be
it'll come
available. I think so too. So right now, it's just the US that will have that upgrade option. Canada, the UK, and Germany will not. My understanding is that members will get a $700 rebate and free yoga and toning accessories. So that's something kind of sweet too. Peloton Peloton notes that they'll come up and pick up your bike and just trade it in for you. So it'll be an easy switch out for those of us that want to go ahead and do that.
I cannot wait to see the numbers, Amanda. You know, I think it'll be fairly large numbers. I think a lot of people will trade in the US, but we'll have to wait and see. Another question that immediately popped up was that of the current bike dropping in price. What happens to those who purchased it recently? Peloton has stated that they will refund members the price difference for those whose bikes haven't been delivered yet, or who have received delivery in the last 30 days. The exact statement about the refunds is, Amanda, please read it.
Yeah, well, we before I say that, I mean, we certainly saw that, and we spoke about that last week in that, you know, in that folks, once the chatter came about, folks were definitely concerned because they've all had to wait because of the pandemic, you know, in order for them to go ahead and do that. So yes, Peloton have released that members will be refunded the price difference for those bikes that have not yet been delivered, or who even received their delivery in the last 30 days, they will be. So I believe the exact statement about the refunds is the following, Mark. For the newest members of our Peloton family, we want you to know how much we value your commitment to Peloton. That's why we're automatically refunding members who are still within the 30-day home trial window or are awaiting delivery of their original Peloton bike.
Brilliant.
Pretty cool, Mark.
Absolutely. And, you know, I think it's maybe time to talk about the new lower cost tread now, which again is causing a lot of excitement out there, Amanda. Peloton officially announced the new lower cost version of the Peloton treadmill, known as the Peloton Tread on, well, today, September the 8th. While details have been released, the tread won't be automatically available for purchase or shipping. Timelines on the release of the new lower cost tread, Amanda, by markets are...
Yep, the UK get it first. So now the UK gets something before we do, and it will be released on December the 26th of this year. Canada's expected to be in early 2020, together with the US, and there hasn't quite been a date for Germany yet, but possibly later in 2021. And yes, the new lower cost Peloton Tread will be available for sale in all markets, including internationally.
Do you know what's about time the UK got something first?
I knew you were going to say that, Mark.
So the new lower cost tread will cost, Amanda, $2,495, $3,295 Canadian dollars, £2,295. The existing premium treadmill will now be called the Tread Plus and will remain available for sale at the current price of $4,295. What are the differences between the new Peloton lower cost tread and the original Tread Plus, Amanda?
Yes, so the new Tread, Mark, will have a smaller 23.8-inch touch screen, the same one from the bike. The Premium Tread Plus has a 32-inch screen. It will also cost less because it will have a belt instead of a slatted design of the Tread Plus.
Interesting. It'll have a smaller footprint, Amanda. The new Peloton Tread will measure 68 inches long, 33 inches wide, and 62 inches high. The original Tread Plus measured 72.5 long, 36.5 wide, and 72 inches high. So there's a bit of a difference there.
There certainly is, Mark. Also, one thing we do know is that while the Bike Plus has the Apple Gym Kit features and integration, it has not yet been announced that the Tread will have this too. It isn't clear yet if this is an omission in marketing so far, or if this feature will only be available on the Bike Plus for some reason.
Interesting, isn't it? Also unclear at this point is if the new Tread screen will be able to rotate and swivel like the Bike Plus screen can. Neither the pictures nor the marketing materials we've seen make it very clear, but we'll have to wait and see. To summarise, Amanda...
They want to keep us guessing something, Mark, don't they?
There has to be something out there, hasn't it, that we're not covering that they want to release at some point. So to summarize, we've got a great screen print here of prices, Amanda, and maybe you just want to run by them.
Absolutely, Mark. So it looks like, just to summarize, that the USA Bike Plus cost will be $24.95. The Canadian cost will be $3,295 Canadian dollars. In comparison to the now the regular original bike, it's slightly higher, but as we said, they are dropping the price of the bike to $18.95 in the US and $24.95 in Canada. How about those European markets?
Yeah, so in the United Kingdom, the Bike Plus is going to cost £2,295. As against the original bike, which will fall to £1,750. So that's quite a fall. And in Germany, it's going to cost €2,690, as against the original bike at €2,145.
Right, and then when the tread costs, that will now be $24.95 in the USA and $32.95 Canadian dollars in Canada. Those both being, as we mentioned, released early 2021.
Yeah, in the United Kingdom, £2,295 for the lower tread and lower price tread, and that's going to be released on the 26th of December, as we said earlier. Boxing Day in the United Kingdom, a big holiday day after Christmas. And in Germany, it's going to cost €2,690, but that's to be confirmed, Amanda. And there's no release date on that. All we've got at the moment is later in 2021.
Wow. So much information, Mark, and so exciting. I mean, this has just been what we've all been waiting for. Again, Pelo Buddy came to you guys with this information first. And if I remember, we're already a week ago, we had a lot of this information. It's nice to be able to give something now that Peloton has now released all this information. It's nice to be able to share, more affirmative stuff that we know.
Sure.
But it's all exciting stuff.
And I think it's probably a good time to give a big shout out to Chris Lewis at Pelo Buddy, because Chris put a lot of this information together for us. We might present it, Amanda, but there's guys behind, and Chris Giles who's producing it and playing with all the buttons and what have you. It's a team effort, isn't it? And I'm really pleased that we've been able to come out tonight with this breaking story, and it's exciting news, isn't it?
Absolutely. Chris Lewis, you are a magic maker. How you get this information is just incredible, and we love reporting it, and we feel honored that we get the privilege of being in front and center in presenting you guys with this information. From us here at Pelo Buddy, we look forward to seeing you guys next week on Sunday's show with hopefully much more information. Go ahead, Mark.
And we may well have a hand-on bike experience that we'll be able to show you. So we're working on that, guys. But listen, thanks for tuning in and listening to what we have to say. And we'll hopefully see you on Sunday. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye for now.
Thank you for watching Pelo Buddy TV, your unofficial resource for everything Peloton. By the community, for the community. Don't forget that we have a podcast available so that you can listen to us while on the move. Just search for Pelo Buddy TV on any major platform and hit the subscribe button to never miss an episode.